Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It's me again, Chocolate Geisha, back for another video. Thank you for tuning in. And today we have two very special guests that won't leave me alone. My dog, Nana, and my dog, Coda, sitting back here. Um, yeah, so I wanted to do this video, but they were just barking. I think they just wanted to see, we got a whole family of attention seekers over here. So the gang's all here. But thank you guys so much for tuning in again, as usual. I hope you guys are all doing well. Please drop a hello in the comment section, and I want to greet you guys. So just say hey, and I will say hey back. But today, we have a topic that I've been meaning to do for a while now, and that is what no one told me about Japan. The things that I wish I had known before I moved there, things that someone either mentioned once and like skimmed over it, but didn't like emphasize how important it was, or something that someone just happened to forget to tell me altogether. And so I kind of compiled a little bit of a list. So I want to share that with you guys after I read some of these hellos. I know that I am yet again in a different setting. I was originally outside, but there is so much construction going on right now that I just fled the scene, and now we're inside. Yeah, they're just chilling right now. Okay, let me read some of these. Hanatula, hello. As usual, thank you for coming back. Let's see. Jacqueline Sadberry says, still got a few seconds left over. Oh, so that was before. Oh, Spaghetti Noodle says, it's time. Lemon Drop 2124 says, hey, hey. Spaghetti Noodle says, hey. Hey. Jacqueline Sadberry says, hey from Texas. Hello. Hello from California. We are in sunny California, out here doing the damn thing, Okay. Oh, and Cadence Freeney says hi. Hi. Okay, so I am going to get into it. So just so you guys know, like I mentioned, I'm in California, still in America. I'm going back to Japan in 3 days, okay? No more Takasaki. I'm going back to Tokyo, my new home. So I'm just like in the preparation, like the preparatory period for that. But it really got me thinking about all the things that I've learned being in Japan and all the things that I will go back, knowing now that I've had that experience. Okay, so the first thing is that Japan has so many technological contrasts. And what I mean by this is that Japan is, of course, like super advanced. Like they got like the fancy toilets and the train system is like, A1. But there's also like a lot of things that you wouldn't expect Japan to still have. Like a lot of their like documents are still done via paper. There's also like dial-up, like that sound on the computer, like yeah, yeah, yeah. Like they still have that. And a lot of the computers are still like those big bulky ones from the 90s. Like there's so many different contrasts. It's like you'll see something super technologically savvy and then something that like low key, like your grandpa would know how to use, Like it's full of contrasts like that. And I wasn't expecting that because when I got into my school and I saw that they had dial-up, I'm like, is this 1999? Like, what is this doing in here? But there's lots of stuff like that in Japan. There's like a ton of stuff like that. Okay, number two. I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not, but there is like no tipping at all. Like it's actually considered rude to tip. That is something that I didn't quite fully understand until I had gone the first time to Japan with my mom. And we were eating at a restaurant and she was trying to give the tip. And the lady literally came running after us to give us our tip back like we forgot it. So that's another big one. Don't tip. Like, just don't. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Okay. Next. Number 3 is carry your own trash. I mentioned before in the do's and don'ts of Japan that there are like so many different ways to divide your trash. But I'm not sure if I mentioned or not that trash cans in general are very rare. You might be able to find like PET bottles, like plastic bottle containers and glass bottle containers and can containers, but there's like very rarely ever like landfill trash cans lying around any given city. So many people are expected to carry your trash, and that's something I do now. I carry a little plastic bag with me, and I'll put all my trash in that bag. And then when I finally get to a landfill trash can, I'll properly dispose my trash. So carry your trash around. If you don't see a trash can, don't look too hard. It's probably not there. Okay. Okay. So let me read some of these comments. Okay, that was number 3. We're going to go to number 4 next. But let me read some of these comments first, and then we will continue. I'm so happy you guys are so well behaved. They're so quiet. You guys, I have Shih Tzu poodle mixes. We call them Shih Tzu poos, and they are so loud, like so loud. So I'm so proud of them right now. They're so quiet. They're so quiet, and I love it. If only this could last. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Okay, let me scroll up again. Sorry. Da-da-da. Okay, Hanatula Anika says, hi from Gambia. Hey, Hanatula, welcome back. Sydney Alberson says, hi from Las Vegas. Hello. I went to school in Nevada. Kiss Kill says, hello, hello. Kim is Cool says, hi, hi. Precious Lampkin says, hello, hello. Sarah Anderson, hi from Georgia. Hello, I was just in Georgia. Man, it is humid over there. I will tell you that Georgia heat. But you know, that Southern hospitality thing, they weren't lying about that. Like, people are really sweet over there. Over here, you know, they're very California, California. Oh my God. But in Georgia, they're just like, I'm like, oh, hello. She's like, hello, baby. I'm like, oh. Some lady, I don't know. Anyway, you guys, I'm getting so distracted. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube, so I'm kind of getting into the flow of things again. Sorry, I'm going to continue reading these. Andy Kelly says, hello from Ibaraki, Ken, Japan. Hello. Hello. You are also a fellow Kanto Chiho person. What time is it where you are, Andy? I wonder. I haven't really been keeping up with the times in Japan. Probably should. I'm going back soon, right? Let's see. Lemon Drop 2124 says, you're in Cali. Awesome. Yes, I am in Cali for 3 more days, trying to enjoy the last of it. I have to go and do some shopping for some stuff that I'm going to bring to Japan. If you guys are interested in seeing what I'm buying for Japan, like gathering the materials that I can't find in Japan, let me know, because I'm going to be doing that. Like, the next 3 days is all shopping. So let me know if you're interested. Let's see. Gigi Villarreal says, hi from Chicago. Hello. And Tristana Alexandra says, hi from London. Hello from London. All right. Now let's continue. Okay. Number 4 is that Japanese people really are not rule breakers, like, at all. And rules, when I say rules, I don't mean like, don't, bring swords in public. I don't mean like that kind of rule. Like, no one does that. But when I say no one is a rule breaker, I mean that there are like no exceptions, no exclusions, no substitutions, like anywhere you go. Being a vegetarian, here in America, it's really easy to like swap something out for a veggie patty or ask for something without meat. But in Japan, things are as they come, and people are not willing to switch things around and let you off the hook with something. Even something really, really small. Like, for example, I was at a curry place called Batachiki. Super good if you're in Takasaki. Highly recommend. It's delicious. But I ordered, the non-plate. It comes with 2 kinds of curry, and they give you fried chicken. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just order this, but it's okay. Don't put the fried chicken. She's like, oh, but it comes with it. I was like, yeah, but like, I'm vegetarian. Just leave the fried chicken out of it. And she was like, we have to give it to you. And I was like, okay, sure. And I like gave the fried chicken to a friend, but it was so weird that they weren't willing to just omit it. But there's lots of situations like that. They really, really value having things be as they were intended. So if you are in Japan, that might be something to keep in mind, not just with ordering food, but ordering really anything or having any kind of service done. He's over there making noise. Okay, number 5 is that squat toilets are a lot more common than you think. So, Western style toilets are, of course, very popular. They're very comfortable. You can just sit. But those of you who do not know what squat toilets are, that is like the traditional, urinal. Like, it's a horizontal urinal, for lack of better terms, and all you do is squat. And at my school, I didn't know, but they've got like a lot more squat toilets than they do Western toilets. And going to really any place, like a park, going to, usually not convenience stores, but a lot of places prefer squat toilets over regular toilets. So learn how to use one. You should learn how to use one of those, because they are a lot more common than you think. All right, and that was number 5. Okay, let me fold this little piece of paper. I have all of my notes oh so neatly written here, but we're gonna read some more of these comments and then we will continue. Scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Okay. Amanda Rivera says, "How did you get to stay in Japan? Don't you need a work visa?" You do. You do. I am there with the JET program. Well, I was originally. So that's how I got my first visa, which I'm currently on. Um, I would suggest to get a job first, not to go to Japan without a job. Get a job first. Usually they will help you with the visa process, and that is the simplest way to do it. Jacqueline Sadberry says, that reverse culture shock though. I know, my gosh. I'm I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Man, you don't even know. Don't even get me started. Tamara says, I heard older people still use flip phones. Is that true? It is true. It is true. That's another example of the contrast. People still use flip phones. Like, I'm like, you guys literally like, I don't know. I don't even understand. I'm trying to understand. I'm just like, okay. Every time I see it, I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Sakura Ebene says, hi, everybody from Paris, France. Hello, bonjour, welcome. Bienvenue. Star Ganime E1 says, hi from Florida. Hello. Hi from Florida. Kiss Kill says, I'll go to Japan in October. I'll host in a host family. Any advice? Advice is definitely learn as much Japanese as you can. And you know what they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So try to be as accepting as you can. It's really rude in Japan not to accept food or gifts. So try your best to eat what is put in front of you. And that is like the best thing that you could do for them. But yeah, I think your presence alone is an honor. They love hosting people and they really know how to entertain. So I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself. Oh, that's so much fun. Okay, let's see. Tess9 says, hi from Arizona. Hello, Tess. Welcome. Spaghetti Noodle says, it's 8 o'clock in South Africa. 8 o'clock. Is that AM or PM? I wonder. I feel like that'd be PM, right? I feel like it'd be PM. So he's popping out. Okay, and last one I'll read. Lavetta Weibel says, hello, great to see and hear you. Nice top, Larry. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, babe. Thank you very much. It's my sister's. Okay. Continuing on. Number 6 is that many stations, train stations, bus stations, have the same name. No one told me this. There's so many stations that are literally in different locations, but they'll have the same exact name. Or not same exact, but like damn near the same name. For example, I lived in Gunma. There was Maebashi Station and Shin Maebashi Station. Or for example, there'll be Tokyo Station, what's another one? Tokyo Station, Shinjuku Station, Shinjuku Station, or like Nishi Shinjuku Station. Like there's so many stations that have the same name. So really keep an eye out for those little differences, because I have missed so many trains because I did not look closely enough at which Maebashi station it was. So that's just something to keep in mind. Make sure that you really look into what you're doing so you could save yourself time and save yourself a headache. Believe me. Have something to say? He's so cute, you guys. I miss them. I miss them so much. Okay. I'm going to miss them too. I'm over there looking up. Okay. Not yet. Still enjoy every day. Okay. Number 7 is that a lot of people smoke, and it's like really not a big deal over there. You know, here in America, we have, well, at least when I was in school, we had the DARE program, which was basically like how to resist drugs and stuff, and like, you know, basically just awareness and trying to get kids not to like do any kind of drug. But people in Japan like smoke. I want to say like 1 in like 5 people smokes, which is 1 in 5. I say like 1 in 3, honestly. There's a lot of smokers there. And there is like certain smoking etiquette. Like you're not supposed to walk and smoke. Obviously you can't smoke on the train. But yeah, a lot more people smoke than I thought. And that was a little shocking for me. But yeah, that's just another thing to keep an eye out if you're going there. Don't be too surprised. Another thing that kind of surprised me is that there's no Uber or Lyft or like pseudo taxi service. You know, here in America, any given location, there's probably some kind of transportation service that you can request via your smartphone. But Uber really only exists in Tokyo, which is surprising given how technologically advanced they are. You think that they'd be with the times, but that is something that they don't really do. So yeah, just to keep in mind, if you ever need to get somewhere, either just look for a train. The trains are super dependable. Find a bus. not as dependable, or just order a taxi because, yeah, it's using your smartphone to request like an Uber and a Lyft. Yeah, it's you might just have to say, throw in the towel, take the L for that one. Okay, continuing on. Okay, number 9. I've got 10 total, so 2 more. Number 9 is be careful where you eat. So in Japan, there is etiquette when it comes to, the consumption of liquids or food. You're not supposed to eat when you walk, or drinking when you walk is a little more fluid, but don't eat when you walk. Don't eat on public transportation. And ideally, it's better to like sit down and stop somewhere than to eat on the go. Um, what else? Yeah, the only exception that I've found when it comes to eating and walking is at festivals where that's what everyone is doing, and that is the appropriate setting for, eating while on your feet. But for most of the time, try and find a place to sit, a place to chill. Most convenience stores have little seating areas or like a standing table that you can eat your food at. But try not to eat and walk because people will judge you. People will. Um, all right, and last one is number 10. Number 10 is no matter how much you research, there will always be things you discover on your own. And that is something that I didn't realize because I was really, really into Japanese culture before I moved. And I thought I knew almost everything. I thought that there would be a couple things, just a couple things that I would find out living there. But to my surprise, there was a ton of stuff that I didn't know. I didn't read online. I couldn't hear from other people's experiences. There's going to be a lot that you find out on your own. And that's honestly, it's part of what makes living there so much fun. Like you find things, it's like you're on this little scavenger hunt, but you don't have a list. You just find things. And I really, really do love living there. I am finished. So that's the end of the list before I get on any more tangents. That was everything I wanted to share with you guys. What no one told me when you guys, please share. No, they're just trying to fight for the seat. I'm like not even sitting on the chair anymore. My butt is like half on, half off. But anyway, that's what I found living in Japan. I'm going to read a little bit more of these comments and then I will get into some unrelated conversation. There are some things that I want to share with you guys that are relevant for my next couple of videos, some things that you'll probably notice, so just a little heads up. But first, I want to read some more of these comments. Okay, oops, too far. Let's see. Test Night says, do you have to be careful what you bring from USA? Yes, definitely. One thing that I really, really missed when I was here was sugarcane, because in the Cameroonian community, sugarcane is like the perfect dessert. But you cannot bring produce. So I have to enjoy all of that here. Also, there are certain, how can you say? Like, there are, of course, things that you have to enjoy while you're here. So yeah, to answer your question shortly, yes. Yes, you do have to be careful what you bring. But most canned things, most jarred things are fine. I bring a lot of my hair products over, makeup, of course, because, where are you going to find a Japanese person with this chocolatey goodness out in Japan? There's no food over there, bub. He's out here scavenging. He gave up on sitting next to me. Ooh, I get more. Oh, sorry. I can never have it my way. They're just taking over. Okay, but yeah, sorry. Continuing on. Solomon Crawford says, you mentioned the humidity in Georgia, 94% here in Georgia today. LOL, I hear humidity in Japan can be pretty intense. How does it compare to Georgia since you were just here? I'd say that I'd say they're actually about the same. Maybe Georgia has a little bit less. It's still really humid, but they're more or less the same. It was actually kind of nostalgic getting off the plane, and it was like, whoosh, and I was like, whoa, am I in Japan? What is this? But it was really nice. There's a lot of green. I'm not surprised, but so much green. It was really nice. Anyway, continuing on. Mimi says, we have to give it to you. Caden Freeney says, for my graduation, I get to go to Osaka and see my friend. Oh, that's so much fun. Have fun. Osaka. Osaka, I'd say, is a great place to just go out and explore. There's so much there. And people have like a reputation for being really outgoing and outspoken. So if you go out with your friend, chances are you'll make friends on the street, because that's what happened to me when I went. It's a beautiful place. Where'd he go? Man, you guys, it's like having like a toddler. I'm just like, where are you? Okay. All right. Let's see. Kitty Bundy says, I want to live in Japan so bad. Man, I won't lie. Japan's pretty awesome. I was meeting with some family these past couple of weeks, and they were all like, so when are you going to come back? And I'm like, what? They're like, when are you going to come back to America? I'm like, I don't know. Like, to be continued is kind of the story. Like, living in Japan, it's such an easy place to live for me. Like, of course, there's trials and tribulations. Like, I mean, there's trials and tribulations here too, but Japan just feels so natural for me. So I'll be staying for a while. Okay, we're gonna end this video. I want to say 25. So 4 more minutes. If you guys want to say bye, feel free to say bye, but I'm gonna read a couple more of these comments. Also, I did want to share with you guys a little bit that's going on with me. So like I mentioned, I'm here in America. I'll be going back to Japan in about 3 days. Oh, he's back. Oh, he brought his toy. Coda, I'm sorry. I'm busy. Oh, no. He brought me a toy. So I'll be going. Go get it. I'll be going back to Japan, but I'm moving to Tokyo. So I won't be in Takasaki anymore. And my current place, I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to be doing these recordings as far as space goes, because what they say about Tokyo is true. There's a lot less room. So I'm still trying to figure out the whole recording situation, but I am in Tokyo, and there are a lot more events going on. So you guys will be getting a lot more vlogs. And yeah, I'm really excited. But I do ask for you guys to bear with me for like probably the first few weeks, just because I am getting acquainted with my new living situation, and I'm still figuring things out. So if you guys could do me that solid of just bearing with me. All right, so we're going to read a little bit more of these in the next 2 minutes, and then we can get out of here. So when is the best? Oh, Kira Lyrical Muse, hello, says, when is the best time to visit Japan? I heard it's better to go in the fall or winter. Is that true? It is very true. I think that honestly, Japan is a wonderful place to visit really any season. There's always something going on. And, you know, Japan is this country that has like, what is it, like the 4 seasons in one nation. Like you can experience like the snow in the fall, the cherry blossoms in the spring. But talking about the cherry blossoms, that is such a popular time for tourists to come, because Japan's like stereotypically Japanese item is the cherry blossom. So people flood in the spring. So anytime that is not spring, you're good to travel. This year is kind of an exception. Not this year, but next year's an exception because of the Olympics coming. With the Olympics, I would say avoid summertime. I'd say spring and summer for next year. Just no, just don't do it. Don't do it. I'd say fall, the prices will drop. Winter, the prices will drop. So to answer your question, yes, fall and winter is the best. Tai River Otaku says doggy. Yes, there's 2 of them. She's like quietly napping right here. But the boy is here on the floor chewing. Tisk tisk. All right. Precious Lambkin says, I am moving to Japan next month because I was accepted into Hokkaido University. Do you have any advice for someone attending university or moving abroad alone? One thing I will say is get involved, like try and do some research to where you're moving. There is a, what do you call it? Like a page on Facebook, which I'm actually a part of. It's called BWIJ, Black Women in Japan. Link up with them, find out who's in your area, and try and start doing some research on who is there. Like if you're interested in any hobbies, try and see if there is some kind of group meetup there. Also, bring a ton of like nostalgic foods. If you like hot Cheetos, bring hot Cheetos. It's kind of hard to find like good peanut butter there, which is weird. But bring peanut butter if you like peanut butter. Like there's just bring things that remind you of home. Bring photos of your family and friends. And I'm not sure your sizing, but if you are like a plus size woman, bring a lot of clothes as well. If you have a shoe size over 9, a woman's 9, bring shoes as well. But yeah, I'd say other than that, just yeah, that's pretty much it. But that's so much fun. I've always wanted to go to Hokkaido. It's actually on my list of places to go. Oh, and it's 25 already. Well, darn. um, I want to thank you guys for coming again. It's been a lot these past couple weeks. There's just so many changes. I just don't know how to deal. But I don't want to get too overwhelmed and stop YouTube because I do love coming on here and seeing you guys and interacting with you all. And I really want to keep that up despite all of the stresses in life. So I want to thank you guys so much for being here with me. And through this transitional period, I want to thank you for your support and all your kind comments and still caring about this channel despite the fact that I talk so much about things that are not related to the topic. But I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm going to end this video. I do have some shopping to do. Hello, I'm so sorry, you guys. I wish I could read some more of these, but I really do have to get going. I have to do some preparation, but I do have some videos coming within the next week. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned. If you like this video, then please like it and leave your comments below, and I will get to those as soon as I can. But thank you guys so much for coming, and have a great day or a great night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.